Hello, I'm Sally Manke. I'm a fiber artist, pattern designer, quilter, teacher, lecturer, and I also have a blog. I am here today to talk to you about my whimsical flower maker template and to do a how-to demo on how to use it and some purposes. What this is a package that comes with a sheet of instructions and 3 Mylar templates that work together or separately to make a whole variety of little embellishments that you can use on just lots of fiber things. Behind me is my wildflower quilt. The center of each of these has a multi-layer floral fiber art thing in the center that we can make with these. This quilt is my whimsical tricycle pattern, and all the flowers on there are created with this template. It also can be used for decorations, adornments on all kinds of home decor, like the coiled rope baskets, and you can make them large. They can be tiny. You can do them in layers and lots of different shades and materials. So what I'm going to start with today are some materials that you can use with these templates. You can use all sorts of threads with them. This one happens to be a dazzle thread from Wonderfill that has some metallic in it. You can use any sort of yarn. This one's just a kind of a slubby yarn. Here's one with some metallic eyelash type. I also like to use sari silk with that. Excuse me, I had dropped that. And this is sari silk. You can buy it from lots of online retailers. There's shops in Etsy where you can purchase it. And what we're going to do is wind that on a template. So we're going to work with this yarn, and we're going to just choose maybe the medium-sized template here just so that you can see it visually. I'm going to start it in one of the smooth notches. These all have really smooth edges that won't catch anything. And I'm just going to wind it around from side to side, moving a notch in away on the top and a notch in on the bottom until I go all the way around. For each one, you need to do at least one pass with your fiber, and you can do up to 3. The largest size takes about 3 yards of material, so the smaller ones take less of that depending on how many you wrap. So once you get these wrapped, then we're going to stitch them. Let me see which one. This one has sari silk wrapped around it, and can you see that that's stitched around the inside of there? I'm just using a little wonder clip to hold that in place while I'm doing my stitching, and there's plenty of space in the center of that, and these are super thin, so they'll slide right underneath your presser foot. Here's another one that's stitched. It's been wrapped with a variety of specialty threads, and here's the medium-sized one wrapped and stitched with that eyelash yarn. From there, once you have them stitched, you're going to take a pair of scissors. I like the Karen K. Buckley ones, and you're going to slide those right in underneath the threads that you've stitched, and you're going to just clip all the way around the outside, because we can't have that template stuck to our embellishment, or whimsical flower is what I like to call these. The whimsical flowers can be used in a single layer, such as they are on this basket. That's just a pink sari silk wrapped around the smaller size several times until it really filled in, stitched and then cut. So I have this cut completely off of the template, and then we have a kind of fluffy whimsical flower. I'm going to next cut the next sized one. Let's get our wonder clip off there, because once it's stitched, we don't need that to hold it. Now this is a little bit shaggy, so you might want to trim it, or if you really like the whimsy of all those little eyelash threads poking out, you can leave those, and I'm stitching all the way around the outside, popping that off the template. And you can see I have some green threads in here, some green threads on the back, so that I could stack that. I could pop a button or a bead on there. Or if I wanted it to be really bushy and thick, I could cut off my last large-sized template. This large-sized one is about 3 3/4 inches finished, and the medium is about 3 inches and the small is about 2. So now I have this, and we could stack those all together. It would make a great adornment on a purse. You could put it as a brooch on with a pin back on it. There's just lots of things that you could then do with it. I have an assortment here. Here's a medium-sized sari silk with some novelty threads in the smaller one, and I would just stack those together, and if I were applying them to a quilt, I could then stitch that down right on there, add a button, add a bead, whatever, you know, kind of bling you want to add there. So that's the tutorial on how to use the Whimsical flower template. These are available on my Etsy site. You can either Google Whimsical flower template or Sally Manke, and it will pop up in my Etsy shop, and I can ship that out to you. If you have any questions, please list them below, or visit my blog, sallymanke.com, and leave me a question about anything, and I would be happy to answer that. Thank you.